Life seems to be getting busier and busier, and it seems as though there's less opportunity to hang out with our furry friends. But it's important that we head down to the beach or the park with our Pooches in tow.
That's right, Gyton. Not only is it a great opportunity to get some exercise and get outdoors, it's also the perfect opportunity to switch off the mobile or even the laptop and just take some time out.
Georgie loves nothing than just chasing a stick around the park and hanging out with other dogs.
Well, it's just like going to the gym or catching up with friends. Actually, taking Darcy to the park is exactly like going to the gym, keeping up with these little legs.
Well, now it's time for you to have a rest before you put that leash on and go out for an adventure. So sit back, grab a cuppa and enjoy the show.
Obedience training is a bit like teaching our kids their ABCs. Trish, what are some of the reasons that we teach for?
Yeah, the reasons we teach are basically to teach new skills or to modify existing behaviours.
Okay, and what are some of the key ones? We don't have time to go through them all today, but what are some that we should be looking at doing?
Yeah, the main ones we like to teach dogs are coming when called, to leave things alone,
yes,
and simple sits or drop exercises.
All right, well, shall we have a go? Perhaps we'll use Ellie and see how we go with her.
Let's do it.
And so how would we begin with recall? Do you want to give us a go?
Yeah.
We want to make sure Ellie's sort of distracted when you begin, don't we? And then you're going to show us how it's done.
Dog distracted, we call the name enthusiastically, we run backward, we label the behaviour, come, and then of course we present the reinforcer.
Okay, let's go.
Ellie, come. Yes, good dog, well done. Good girl, yay.
She really likes that tug.
Yes.
So Trish, why have you got the tug there?
Yeah, I'm using a tug because it's what Ellie likes.
Yes.
She likes to play tug. So I can swap between food and tug, but generally it's what motivates the dog.
Okay, all right. She certainly does enjoy that.
Sit. Come. Yes.
And you're doing it on lead. It's always good to practice these things on lead so that you can guide them in if you need to.
Absolutely. We always start teaching recalls on leash first. And then once a dog is reliably coming to us, then we can take the leash off and practice in a secluded environment. So Lara, the way we teach a dog to sit is basically we use food, the easiest way, and we use a technique called luring, and that's probably the most simplest way to teach a dog.
Yes.
We have some food in our hand, we allow the dog to nibble some of the food, we slowly bring our hand up, sit, and we give the food treat, yes.
Oh, look at that.
Then we use a release cue and that gets the dog out of position. Free. Good dog, well done.
Oh, great. And it's really important that we get the timing right with that, isn't it?
Absolutely. So as soon as the bum hits the ground, we should say the word sit and then we can give a treat straight away.
Now we're going to do the fun one. The one, Ellie knows the word yuck, which is really leave it. So you're going to actually teach her leave it, which she hasn't learnt before. Yep,
so this is one of the techniques that we use to teach a dog to leave things alone, predominantly things that have dropped to the ground. So say you've dropped a pill or something you don't want the dog to take. This is one of the ways that we teach it. We start with the dog, you must have the dog on leash, and we start with just, obviously a treat. We drop the treat on the ground and we don't allow her to get it. We just put our foot over the treat. Yes, and leave it. Good dog. I pick up the treat again and I'm going to do that again because practice is going to make perfect. Leave it. Yes. Good dog. And then I'll do it again. And again, I'm still holding the leash. I don't trust. Leave it. Yes. Good girl.
Wow, she did it. Like, so each time she's gone along, she's literally not looking at it.
Yes. Good dog. Leave it. Good girl. So even though she's thinking about taking it, she's not. And I always pick the treat up and work it again. All right. Eventually, when things drop, she'll look at it, look away, and then I can tell her to leave it and she knows that that's exactly what it means.
And that's because you've been rewarding her for the good behaviour of looking away from it.
Exactly.
All right. There's the leave it in demonstration. Well done, Ellie. You've done well today.
Yes, and she gets a treat for doing
Gold
that.
star, top of the class.
A lot of small fluffy white breeds like Maxie here are prone to tear stains, which make them look quite sad. They also get a lot of red staining on their bum and on their paws. Annika, why do they get these tear stains?
Well, it's actually a red yeast infection that it's bacterial infection that weeps out their eyes, which is why the stains often look red. And also it's present in their saliva, which is why when they're licking their paws and around their bottom, etc., it also looks a little bit red.
What kind of breeds? Is it not just the Maltese? There's other small breeds too?
Yeah, poodles, Cavalier, bulldogs, and a lot of the small fluffies, really.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, what can we do to stop these tear stains?
I think what's important to note is that it's just not any product that is going to remove the tear stains. You need a product that's an antiseptic because it actually kills the fungus and bacteria that lives in the tear stains. And so Rufus and Coco, we have such a product. And how you apply this is you just break your cotton bud in half, just wet it.
Yep.
And wipe it on the face. Here we go, around the eyes here. Obviously avoiding the actual eye area. Good one. Yeah, that's it. And just give it a good rub. Leave as much as you can on the actual fur. And I think it's important to remember it's a little bit like Pantene. It's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen. So you need to persist with this every day for, you know, a few days, even up to a week to see a visible difference. And look, little Maxie here needs an overall wash and a bit of a zhut. I know, doesn't it? We'll give him a bath. So we also have some bright whitewash, which is fantastic. This is a shampoo and conditioner together. This contains an optical brightness to bring about beautiful bright shine in the coat, and a pamper spray that we'll use to, it's a deodorizer, detangler, has a gloss and a UV filter. So we'll use that to finish him off, and I don't think we'll recognise you after that. What do you think?
Sometimes after a big night, I might get some dark circles underneath my eyes. Do you think it might work on me?
Oh, we could try it. What do you think?
Let's give it a go, Maxie. What do you reckon?
Dogs are not only loving and loyal, they also have a positive impact on our health. And research backs up what most of us already knew. They make us feel happier too, and they're considered a very important part of the family. Aren't you, Lily? So to help highlight the health benefits of owning a dog, the Dogs Refuge Home here in WA created the HIF Dog and Health Games. Why did HIF decide to support the Dog and Health Games?
Well, the HIF Dog and Health Games are a great way of promoting healthy activity for both humans and their pets. And we've seen that there is quite a link between health of a human and health of the pet. And HIF, we're a health insurer, so we're really interested in the health of our members. So we asked them about their experiences with their pets, and they told us that 99% of them felt happier as a result of having a pet, and 85% said they felt physically healthier as a result of pet ownership.
And is that why you decided to launch pet insurance?
Yeah, absolutely, because 99% of our members firstly told us that the pet was a really important member of their family, and 41% of our members said that they're looking to adopt a pet within the next 12 months.
Oh, great. And what else are you guys doing to support pet rescue and people adopting a pet?
Well, we're featuring rescue dogs in all our advertising, and in that way we can show everyone that rescue pets can just be as cute, as cuddly and as clever as a dog sourced from any other means.
A fun day out for the whole family. Owners can register themselves and their dog to complete the Dog and Health Circuit. There's lots of fun activities for the kids, information and merchandise stalls, not to mention plenty of yummy food for everyone. There's even a celebrity challenge, so Zala and I get to give it a go. I just hope I don't let her down. You ready to go? Let's go. Come on. Let's go, Zala. Yeah, come on. Yeah! How do these games help the Dog Refuge Home?
Well, the main thing is we need awareness and we need funds. And fortunately, this event does both, which is absolutely fantastic. So awareness of the dog's home and how much fun it is to come out and have the dog as part of your family. And then funds raised, which is fantastic. We run at a big loss each year, so it's great to be able to obviously raise funds to enable us to continue. And thanks to HIF, who are sponsoring the event, all funds raised today goes directly to our dogs.
And how much does it cost to look after a rescue dog when they come into your care?
Well, each of them are different, but on average it's between $1,500 and $2,000 per dog. When you take into account they're all sterilised, vaccinated, microchipped. We've got to drive to Pounds to pick them up. Some of them we fly down from Broome. So there's a lot of expenses. We operate obviously 24 hours a day because the dogs are there.
And a lot of people don't realise that, you know, that's the reason why they're paying for a rescue dog.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've got to try and cover our costs. We can never cover them totally, and that's why we do rely on donations to survive. But we've got to at least cover some of them.
What are the best benefits out of adopting a pet?
It's seriously the best feeling in the world. We talk a lot of the time about rescue is the best breed, that's our motto, and the amount of people that say the dogs rescued them right back. So they came in wanting to do the right thing by the dog. By taking the dog, it forced them to go out and exercise, make new friends, really gave them a new reason for being, made them feel loved, and really just got so much more out of the dog than the dog gave them, which is fantastic.
And they give us so much love, and it also means that when we rescue a pet and adopt them out, you can save more.
Absolutely, and that's what we're for. We have got a pro-life policy, so all of the dogs with us are safe until we can find them a loving home. But if we don't have those dogs adopted, then we can't go out and save more. So every time you come and adopt a dog from us, you're enabling us to go and save another life. It's just so rewarding and the only way to go.
This event is an awesome way to show the fun and healthy things that we should be doing with our dog. It also highlights the important role they play in the family. So to make sure the health of your whole family is covered, visit hif.com.au. When you go away, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking as a dog owner to know what to do with your dog if your friends and family can't help out. But fortunately, there is a solution around. Now, Sarah, you make good use of paw shake, don't you?
I absolutely do. I love it. We stumbled upon it just by accident, really.
And how does the process work, really?
So it's really user-friendly. I was actually quite surprised. Normally when you jump on these things, you don't know how they're going to work. It's a 3-step process. You register your interest with the host, you arrange a meet and greet, and then you book in via the app to secure your dates and you make payment.
Right, and that meet and greet's a really important thing as well, is it? Because we just met Chi-Chi today, and Dynamite Darcy here has met her and is a bit wrapped by her, actually. But that's really important, is it? You need to go through all the information. What kind of stuff do you like to cover off with them?
I think it's really important, firstly, just to find out a little bit about the house and the host. So how big's the garden, how big's the house, where will they sleep, where will they eat, that kind of thing.
So it's flexible and it's also safe and secure, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's really easy to make a payment. You just use either PayPal or a credit card and you get a receipt emailed to you straight away. The other cool thing about it is that the host chooses the daily rate or overnight stay rate. So you can choose a host based on not only the area that they live in, but also the cost so that it meets your budget.
Oh, that's nice and flexible, isn't it? Well, Chi-Chi, if your pet minder isn't available next time, maybe you can come stay with us. I think Darcy would like that quite a bit, wouldn't you? If you are considering becoming a dog minder in your home, there is a few codes of practice to be aware of, so make sure you check that out on our website. And also, if you are looking to get your dog minded, then you can visit pawshake.com.au.
I'm here with Jonathan Moran, one of Australia's most prolific entertainment and gossip writers, otherwise known as the Enemy.
Known as what?
Nothing.
Right,
You
the
didn't hear
Enemy.
anything.
Right.
And we're here with Lily.
Yes.
Now, what kind of breed is Lily?
Lily is a pug cross cavalier.
Yes.
So we call her a pugalier.
Fantastic. Is
I
that
got
a bit of
her-
a swashbuckling kind of sound to it?
Yeah, it does. I got
Pirate
her
dog.
7 years ago, and I always wanted a pug.
Yep.
But then I did some research, and pugs have really bad breathing because their noses are all squashed.
Punched in noses, yes.
So Lily with the Cavalier, their breeds, their noses are slightly longer, so they don't have those issues. But she has all the other traits of a pug. What I didn't research though was that pug's hair goes everywhere. So anything I wear has pug on me.
Yeah.
I had another puppy called Bobby, and Bobby recently passed away, got hit by a car. So Lily is extra close to me right now, follows me around the house and has less interest in going out and about.
She is going through the grieving process. It's quite common for owners to replace a missing dog with another dog, hoping that will fix the problem. But
Which was
just
my
like
first thought.
humans, dogs have their own grieving process they need to go through.
I spoke to someone, a friend of mine that does a lot with dogs, and he said basically just treat her like normal. So don't go extra special, don't do anything out of the ordinary, which was really hard for me probably at first. The only thing I've done differently is I allow her to sleep in my bed now, because one pug is better than two in terms of the amount of hair that gets around the house and in the bed. It's not great for my social life, but we'll leave that there.
So you don't have dark satin sheets, I can imagine.
No, I have Sheridan sheets, thanks for asking. I like cotton sheets. I bought them. I've not got an endorsement with them, but no, I don't do white sheets.
Well, there you go. You've heard it first. Jonathan Moran and Lily sleep in Sheridan sheets.
And no pyjamas.
Aussie dog products know that all pooches like to play in their own special way. Some love to play ball, chase a frisbee, or a game of tug of war. Whatever game keeps your dog happy, their interactive toy range can help keep your dog entertained and exercised. One lucky viewer is going to win an awesome prize pack of $500 worth of tailored Aussie dog products, plus an easy dog drive cover for the ultimate car seat protection. All you have to do is share your best photo of your pooch at play on Facebook. Tag the Pooches at Play and Aussie Dog Products pages and tell us in 25 words or less how your dog likes to spend its time playing or what it likes to play with. We're also giving away 5 daily Aussie Dog product prize packs valued at over $35 each for 14 days, containing an Aussie Dog Get It and Catch Ball suited to your dog's size and breed. If you're not on Facebook, you can also enter via our website, so visit poochesatplay.com for full terms and conditions.
Ah, Sydney. Beautiful city. Such a fantastic destination for a holiday. What a shame you can't take your dog with you. Hang on. Come check this out. This is the Lamont Sydney in iconic Potts Point. This gorgeous hotel has 8 terrace rooms that are completely dog-friendly. Now it appears that Crumpet here is already settling in. Not only is it within walking distance of Sydney CBD, where you can spend a great day out with your pooch checking out shopping strips and dog-friendly cafes, you can also take your pooch to the dog-friendly Rushcutters Bay. In fact, plenty of city centres all across Australia offer a great day out for you and your pooch, where you can do something more than just your usual trip to the dog park. The Lamont Sydney continues its hospitality for you and your pooch with a lovely welcome pack, including a comfy bed and some treats and toys. When staying in the city with your pooch, it's important to make sure that you and your dog have had some basic training. Make sure your puppy's well toilet trained and isn't a big barker. What do you reckon, Crumpet? It's a pretty big doghouse, isn't it? If you're heading to the nation's capital and want to treat your dog to a night or two away from home, then take a look at the Mercure Canberra and their Pampered Pet Package. Here they extend the star treatment to pets of all ages and sizes, providing dedicated pet-friendly rooms in a hotel that maintains many of the original features from when it was built over 80 years ago, while also embracing the need for 21st century comforts. You can dine on site at one of the fantastic eateries or stroll into the CBD and check out the wide range of cafes, restaurants and bars. Looking for a special seaside getaway to escape the winter? Well, Saltwater Villas in Mooloolaba welcomes you and your furry friend. With 3 waterfront 2-bedroom villas, garden view villas and waterfront houses, you're spoilt for choice, especially considering that all of them are pet friendly. My pick is the waterfront villas with their beautiful private courtyards, fully fenced to keep your dog safe. Only a 5-minute walk to Mooloolaba Esplanade and its famous beach, it's easy to get around with your dog in tow. Or for those flying in, the airport is just 10 minutes drive away. Down south, we have Front Beach Torquay, positioned at the gateway to the Great Ocean Road and offering 3 beach houses, opposite the family and dog-friendly Front Beach in Torquay. This is an ideal option for travellers keen to explore this iconic coastal region with their furry friend alongside. The holiday homes are a short walking distance to the heart of Torquay, with its many shops and activities such as whale watching, windsurfing, swimming, surfing, fishing, golfing, wineries and more. You and your pooch will be spoilt for choice. For more pet-friendly accommodation ideas, visit takeyourpet.com.au.
Spending time outside with your dog and interacting with it helps fulfil one of their most basic needs, to be part of the pack, their family. Otherwise, you might find yourself with some problems like this barking dog that's kept alone outside by itself, huh, Robert? And unfortunately, 20% of Australian dogs are kept outside. So how can this become a problem?
Well, because one of the things that we do find is that these dogs that are outside have a high incidence of separation anxiety problems. I regard them as the biggest challenge, in fact, for people working in behaviour to deal with.
Okay.
So we get being destructive,
Yes.
trying to get back inside the house sometimes, maybe destructive of the fence or the gate, trying to follow people out there, pooping and peeing all the place, barking an awful lot,
Yes.
as we've been hearing the dog over the fence here. Some dogs, in fact, possibly just get all depressed and glum, and this is what we haven't been able to identify yet. We know the dogs that many of them protest, but what about the others that are just sort of given up? All these, in fact, we believe are anxiety related, and some of them are frustration related. There's a barrier to joining people.
Yes.
Because we're dealing with a very highly social species, and they want to be with us.
Yes.
And if the next best thing to being with us, in fact, if they can't do that, is to be inside the house, inside the nest, the den.
Okay. And if, you know, there are some instances where people have to go out. We can't always have them inside with us, potentially if you've got to go out to work and stuff. So how can we make up for that when we come home or on weekends with some family playtime?
Well, get out and play with them and take them for, you know, free running exercise. Take them down to the beach if that's possible. Do as much as you can with them. Just sit outside with them. They're such a social species. They just like to have people around.
Yes. And what about toys or interacting and games? Is that a good way to help keep them stimulated?
Well, when you're there, yes. I mean, you can play with virtually anything, but it's a good idea when they're going to be alone by themselves to use home alone type products. Those are the products which are interactive, that the dog could say, pull on the bungee and a bit of food drops out, the home alone toy, tuck a ball where the dog rolls the food, the ball rather, and the food comes out occasionally. And so if that's a significant part of the dog's daily diet, they've got to work at that and work for a long period of time. And if they're focused doing that, well, it's occupying them, that's got to be good.
So the key message is obviously that we need to be spending time outdoors with our dog playing if they are kept out there alone. I know you're watching TV, us at the moment, but if your dog is outside, as soon as we're finished, head on out and have a nice game of tug. Thanks,
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah.
Now we better go and fix that dog.
So, George, did you learn anything this week? Or if any of the other episodes are anything to go by, probably not.
Well, as they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
But he's just a puppy. Well, he's a very big 3.5-year-old puppy, but still a puppy.
Yeah. If you guys at home want to know anything in particular, join our Facebook page and send us a message.
Just don't go expecting me and George to demonstrate any of it.
Hey, Gyton, practice makes perfect.
Well, I guess we've got a lot of practice to do.
I think we both do.
Come on, George.